I feel like I always have like some pixel in my eye. Whatever. Hello. Good night or good. That sounds like goodbye. Aloha. Hey guys. So it's 9:21. That's what my clock is telling me. Hopefully that is the time. I can't look at my phone because you're on my phone. So I'm in my PJs. I'm all cozy and I'm like ready to write. We are writing for LA Baby. So phase one, I have to get rid of all the rest of my notes. So I do voice notes. I thought I'd share one of my voice notes with you because it's not that long. To preface, this is about people in LA. So one of my characters is like a producer. It's not me. It's not me, okay? It's not about me. It was about another person. I write, I also act. It's not me. Okay, just putting that out there because it could look like, oh, I'm writing my life story. It's not me. Yeah, so she is kind of forced to babysit this younger guy on a finance team because her boss is really interested in closing a deal with his boss. And so what would be like the B plot for a normal film is turning into the A plot. So we follow them around the city as she has to like entertain this kid. The goal was to, just tell him to go to the beach, but he generally is like, I don't do directions. I don't know how to get anywhere. Like, I'll just follow you, whatever you want to do today. So all the things she wanted to do, she's going to do. So you'll get like a view of LA without the touristy thing. So like a lot of spots that you would normally see are not going to be in it. I don't know. I just feel like it's not about a tourist in LA. It's about a person who lives here. And a lot of times, when I bring people to LA, they have a genuine shock. Like they have a culture shock. And I had a culture shock when I moved here. For about 8 months, I was very uncomfortable. I thought I was living in the slums, in the ghetto. Nothing here is beautiful. I mean, I'm from Chicago. The architecture, we're like known for architecture. The architecture is beautiful in Chicago. And if you come here from somewhere with like really intricate buildings, you can't tell who's poor and who's rich. To date, every person who allegedly is rich here, their house looks middle class. I swear to you, this place is very confusing. And for those of you who are gonna say to me, Kim Kardashian, what about people in Calabasas? I am a true city person. I'm trying not to say city girl because now that phrase just changed, but I've lived in a city my whole life. And what I will tell you is city limits are city limits for a reason. And people who live outside the city but want to claim the city, the Chicago in me is just like, no, you don't live in the city. So I'm not going to claim Calabasas when it's past Topanga, okay? That's not in LA. These people who live in beautiful suburbs, yeah, they look rich. But people in the city who have money, they don't look rich. And that's what I'm trying to say. They have homeless people everywhere. For those who don't know, there still is like a homeless group. They were like lighting a fire to keep warm in front of Cartier. And I'm just like, what third world country am I living in? This is not normal. But anyways, that's just the context. And I'm going to play you a clip. Here, let me.
Okay, so for one day in LA, instead of like the sky glitching, I think that the screen should skip, kind of like an old movie, like skips in a theater, like if it was shot on film since they're fake shooting on film. And then she sort of notices it, but it goes away. And he was like, what was that? And she's like, oh, nothing. And then the audience is like, did she notice the skip? And then we do the glitch in the sky, and that makes the editor go and call her.
That's a really weird clip. So this is kind of an example of like a voice note I would send myself. Sometimes I'll say I was listening to this video by this person, or I was on the street by this light and this crazy thing happened, because I want memory anchors to take me fully back to that time when I'm like when I'm having the memory so that I can visualize myself there. For those who are confused, she is a producer, right? And so I wanted to show how someone looks at film. I think it's a little different when you're the actor. I think it's a little different when you're a director. The producer is a part of, a good producer is a part of the film all the way through. And so they're very much aware of how casting someone changes how the editing process would go for something else. And I wanted to add in a lot of tropes and motifs about film. And there's like a part where something's kind of wrong with the film, so she needs to get old film. And so there's going to be a glitch in the sky. I mean, there are parts where she's trying to explain to him that LA is like a beautiful film city, and she kind of mentions how, you know, it's so beautiful here, and he thinks it's disgusting, and she explains to him, like, the sky is not disgusting. Everything looks off-white in LA because of the photochemical smog, allegedly, right? But the photochemical smog is, and regular smog has turned everything off-white or off whatever color it was going to be. And she just explains to him that it's essentially a real life, like, film sheen. So you just get a real life filter. I mean, on the East Coast, they have the changing of the leaves. They don't have that in LA. So just kind of showcasing the beauty of a place like this while explaining the beauty through the darkness and the ugliness of the city and showing someone actually living here. So those are just two of the tropes that I'm looking into. And I'm debating, like, adding, you know how, like, old film will just, like, have a weird, like, skip thing happen and maybe a line's repeated or something. And I'm like, would they notice? If I break the fourth wall a ton in this movie, would they notice that? And is that the fifth wall? I don't know. I don't know what that looks like. It's one thing to talk about the film, but another thing to talk about the process of the film within the film about the film. So this is part one. I'll check back in when I'm done doing all my notes. It'll probably be late in the night, and then I'll probably do some skincare, you know, because just because you're going to be awake doesn't mean you don't do your skincare. Okay, so I'm in Whole Foods, as you can see, and I just found this mask that I think we're going to do. Prickly pear is really good for hydration, so we're going to snap. I'm in the drinks aisle, and I really like this one, Lemon Elevation. It makes me happy, and there's no bubbly in that one. And I'm also gonna try this strawberry hibiscus. Oh my god. Oh, let the girls know I did, darling. She's empowered by the sound of us marching. Her legs are hurting, but her back is still arching. Alright.
Though this season of her life had been cold, lonely, and tough.
You guys.
She slipped back into a darkness she had hoped by now to have overcome.
You guys.
She had learned a beautiful lesson.
Let me stop, or I get copyrighted. I'm not even monetized yet, but I'm still like, let me stop. Guys, I know I look crazy, but I just want to put it on the record. Hans Zimmer, I love me some Hans Zimmer, but Hans Zimmer is a girl dad. Hans Zimmer is a girl dad. You guys, the Click Clack Symphony. So I love Ray. I don't like a lot of artists, but I actually really love Ray. I get very bored because music is super sensorial for me. Like, I feel everything, I see everything, I taste everything. And a lot of music, you just kind of are like, where's the actual music? You know, we're just vibing. And I need a little more than that from a song. So I tend to listen to the same songs over and over. But with Ray, I'm never bored. So I've been a stan since I realized who she was. And I cannot believe she partnered with Hans Zimmer. Like, I do my work to Hans Zimmer. I've been studying to Hans Zimmer since I was in, middle school? I can't believe he's on a pop song. And it's super cinematic. And it's about getting out of the house. Like, you're so depressed, you're so sad, you're borderline, like, becoming, like, agoraphobic. Like, you don't want to touch anything, you don't want to leave anywhere, you don't want to smell the air, you don't want to... And I feel like I've gotten in that state, and I haven't found, like, a song, like a get your girls together, we're going out on a Friday night, like, but for me, you know? There's songs like that for everybody, but I don't really feel like I have that song. And this is the first time I feel like I have that song. So now I'm like, okay. So I've gotten really far in the I've gotten really far in the writing process. I kind of, like, hurt my own feelings. This is why I took a break. Like, I'm in the story and I'm kind of like at the deep conflict portion where like they hurt their own feelings, and I'm like, yo, but like they did it to themselves. You knew what this was. I don't know why you're upset. And then I'm getting upset. I'm getting offended. I'm hurt. And no one can share my pain. You know, like when you watch a show and you're like, we have to talk about this. I have no one to talk to about it. No one's read the script. And it's coming out of me. And I'm like, that's so mean. Why would she do that? Why would she do that? And I can't. I don't know, because I write for the plot. So that's what the plot said. That's what the plot is supposed to be. I can't change what's supposed to be happening with these characters. Like, it doesn't feel natural to me to change it. So I just don't. But yeah, I'm struggling with my own emotions, feeling sad for these people. Because at this point, this is a weird one. I just like, I'm like, can you delusionally fall for someone in a day? Like, what would convince them that they like each other? And then like, what would convince us that they like each other? Sorry, I'm like distributing the serum back at the top, guys. I'm an island girl, so I have a forehead. But yeah, no, it just okay. I'm like 3/4 through. I'm gonna power through and get to the end of this. I'm gonna finish Ray's album. I'm not done yet. My characters have gone through over half the locations. I think I'll take you through like the kind of story, like the structure of the day. So they kind of meet our main character. Right now her name is Phoebe. I don't know, it may change because it may change. But yeah, so she goes on a trip from home to kind of a restaurant. I'd like it to be the butcher, the baker, and the cappuccino maker. When we're on the producer side, we'll go through like trying to get these places to agree to have us film there and like what that would look like for them and us, and if we're gonna have to do a contract or if we're gonna have to get permits. LA every single day is playing these games with permits because everybody wants to be reelected, but no one actually wants to solve problems. So everything's like in talks, and this is not like a political space. I'm not gonna make this a political space, but like I'm trying to make it worth it for every location we use to like use them, because they're not the normal typical space in LA to shoot. You know, a lot of places, if they are used to people shooting there, they've come up with their own procedure. They know how they want things to kind of go. Some of the places that I'm using are newer, or they're not really like looked at as much for like filming purposes. So we're gonna see how that works with them. Some of them are really chill. I'm in talks with a couple places who are like willing to shoot with us for free, and some that are like, we need to talk to our teams and like think that over. Like, should we even let someone shoot here? Which is a valid point to make. I'm sorry if I look, I'm looking at the like monitor knowing I look insane, but I also like need my glasses. And I'm telling you, whatever I look like under this is scarier than this. I promise you it's scarier than, I look like a literal alien, but I look scarier than this. My skin is like peeling off in like these huge chunks. But anyway, yeah, so then they go through, I've even like trying to use like interesting gas stations here. We have a gas station here that's like kind of like mirrored, like chunky mirrored pieces that's morphable and looks kind of like a, what do you call those things? Like a spaceship. We have, I don't know, I just feel like LA, it's like hiking. Everyone's like hiking here. Like, why? There has to be other things to do other than Runyon. First of all, like, and then like practically, like when you live in a city, it doesn't make sense to like shoot that spot in the city because Runyon is so hard to get to. So you'd have to be an Uber. And unless I was doing like a campaign with Uber for the movie, there's no way I would go out of my way to have them be dropped off by a car. Because you could just fake that it's an Uber drive, right? But the whole point is that they're driving around the city. LA is a driving city. So you're supposed to drive, not walk. And there's no parking near Runyon. There's no parking once you get into that area. It's a residential area that Runyon's right next to. So you have to have permit parking, or there's like 3 spots on the street. And there's like 19 signs that you can't park here on a Monday. If you park here on a Tuesday between 4 and 7. But if you park here on a Wednesday between, a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday between 3 and 3 and midnight, you can't do blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, isn't that already, that's how it is here. You're like doing math to read these signs. And so I just wouldn't encourage that. I'm like, guys, go hike somewhere else. Respectfully. It's not that deep. I love Runyon. It's a vibe, but it's like a chill vibe. And to get like $150, $200, whatever dollar ticket just to go on a hike. Like you could have walked around your neighborhood for free, personally. Anyways, there's another hiking spot that I really like, and I'm trying to put things near each other. A really cool museum. It's called Blum or Blum. I'm not sure how to like pronounce it. I always pronounce it wrong, but I really love their open space. But right now they're closed, so I don't know how that's going to work. That may work into my favor. They may have like, you know, more days that they're open and available if they're not going to be fully open until the end of the year because they're closing down. Maybe they're like prepping some new exhibits or something. I don't know. I have to go see what that's going to be like. We have to do a close montage. I thought about getting all these companies together, but I think it would just be better to work with Goodwill. So I'm going to see if Goodwill will even take my calls. We'll see. I mean, I look crazy. Hopefully they don't watch this. I'm like, how? But you know what? We're getting over embarrassment. We're getting over shame. I look like, I don't even know if this is like an artwork. I don't know what I look like. I like an animal from one of those movies. It's fine. I don't care anymore. It's fine. Yeah, no, I really struggled for a part because I wanted to make these two people very similar. I really like the fact that opposites attract, but I think it's interesting making them similar and not realizing that they are similar. And I think they just had a lot of preconceived notions in the beginning, and they're also hangry, which I think we don't talk enough about in this city. Is that, I don't know, I wanted to make her like really hangry. She's actually quite chill when she eats something. But for a while, I'm really weird about food. And when I watched Big Bang Theory, this is so random, I saw how impressive it was that they were committed to like showing people eat. And I was just like, wow, I never see people eat this much in shows or films or anything. This is quite beautiful to me. And so I'm like, okay, I want to show them eating. I want to show them actually like enjoying the things in the city, like actually taking in the sense and really like diving into stuff. So I'm like, okay, I kind of want to do something with Salt and Straw. I don't know. I was in Italy recently, and the way they don't give samples, the way they don't let you try food, it's very like pay for everything up front. And I'm just like, I don't know, I'm American. We like samples. And so yeah, I kind of want to showcase some of their cool flavors. So I'm trying to come up with something for shooting there, because I think it would be a really cool like montage moment. And I just added in a scene because I've always like dreamt about a scene like this, and I can't believe I'm just gonna add it into this. So let me know if you guys hate this or love this, but I thought it'd be cool if they met or ran into an old person or like an old couple, and they were like asking them like, hey, so how long have you guys been dating, or how long have you guys been married? And they just start making up lies, and they start getting like advice from an old couple, and they realize, wow, like their energy, the energy that they're giving off seems like they've been together for a very long time. Because sometimes some people are just oblivious. They have no idea how deep or how intricate their connection is. I'm gonna let you in on a secret though. The film doesn't have a happy ending. So that's kind of what I've been like alluding to. Like I've been like fighting off the unhappy ending. It has to happen. There's no way it doesn't happen. I've never seen the story without this ending. And I'm breaking my own heart. And I think that's what's delaying me. Like the sun is out right now. It's very bright. And it is reminding me that it is morning. And it's a little sad, but I have to finish. So I'll check back in when I am done writing the final scenes. It'll be fun though, because right now we're doing karaoke, and I'm like picking karaoke songs. Actually, right now I'll show you, there's a song I really want them to sing. It's called Something Stupid. Hold on. But I think I'm gonna do the Michael Bublé and Reese Witherspoon, because Reese Witherspoon can sing, guys, if you didn't know. Because it feels a little higher. Like, this is the Frank Sinatra. Play. And that's the Michael Bublé. So that one automatically is higher. But they sing together. And it's like, is it unison? No. They sing together the whole time. Hold on.
Well, after
And then I'd go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. And I think I want like one of them to have the like, so someone already, I'm not gonna say who, already has said I love you, but I think during this song, the other person should. I really think that they do the trope more where like the person is watching someone do the thing and then they fall in love. And I'm like, no, I want us to do it together. That's the whole point, is they're experiencing everything together. So I think that they should sing it together, and in the middle of the song they realize, oh my god, I actually do love this person, because they're someone who won't say it out loud ever, but it's in the song to the person that they actually love. And I thought that would be really cool. If that's like a weird song, I'll like add it in the chat so you guys can listen to it. But if it's a weird song, like, can you like send me some of your favorite love songs that like could be sang as a duet or like an homage to someone where you could add harmonies and stuff to it? Yeah, I really want to go through and see what kind of love songs I can kind of take out of that. And then I need like a twisted kind of love song because we're going to a disco. I know, quite random, but there's a place in LA. I'm gonna add some pictures so you guys can kind of see it. And then maybe the video after this, I'll go through locations and I'll like visit where they are, and I'll show you like what it's like to go through the day. Like I'll drive the whole route of the entire day that they're going through. But it's a disco. It has a really cool floor, but it's also a karaoke spot. So I thought we'd combine them together. One will do a song, the other one will join them for the next song. And it'll be very fun. And they go to the disco, and then that's when everything turns to crap, like in the worst way possible. It just goes bad. Hello. Oh my god, I look so weird. I don't, but like, I'm in a hoodie. Hi. Hello all. I'm very tired. I'm a little loopy, a little delirious. I don't know what's happening. Like, I'm still here. I finished. Woohoo, yay me. So happy. I'm very tired. Jesus Christ. Like, you drank so much caffeine, you actually can't drink anymore. And now you're just like delirious because you've been up for a while. I'm not gonna lie, I did take a nap for like 2 seconds. Because I was typing, and then my music was like and it woke me up. So I didn't really sleep that long. But yeah, it's gonna be it's 92 pages, so it's around a tight 90. I'm exhausted. It took a little bit longer than expected. It's now 10:27 p.m. the next day. So great for me. Yeah, there were things I changed, like I think I was talking to you guys about like a glitch scene. I'm trying to like keep it as vague as possible. Like the whole show as vague as possible. Whole movie as vague as possible. So yeah, I did do a little bit of work on a scene out, because I was like, how do I add another location in? I was like, the glitch will just be in the location. So they glitch through the door. They'll glitch through the like location. So like the actual shots are glitching. And I think as things get worse, she's like texting the editor, like, you gotta fix this, man, you gotta fix this. And she'll just meet her at dinner, because everyone has dinner meetings, because that's LA. And then when the director leaves, they'll have dinner. I feel like that's how we'll transition them. Sorry, my brain. My brain is fried. I don't know. I feel less, wow, I'm just noticing, like, I don't know if I'm laughing because I'm delirious or I'm just happier as a person. I don't know. I've been better. I've been worse, but I technically am now better. I'm not great, but I'm not like, I don't know. I've had a little bit of like holistic mental healing, listening to some interesting podcasts and motivational speeches, and you call your friends and they just like aggressively tell you you're a good person until you sort of kind of believe it, like you deserve to be happy and deserve like care and love and consideration as a person. Ugh. I was like, are you sure? I don't know. I feel kind of horrible right now. So yeah, shout out to my friends. Shout out to Brie especially for sending me aggressively loving messages. I next want to go to the locations and start like pitching the show to them. I think I think I mentioned this earlier. I don't know what I said in the other section. I stopped recording a long time ago. But I think I'm gonna go to all the locations and hopefully see if I can like get them to at least agree to let me film there, and like what are the parameters. Can I shoot outside of hours? Can I like make something happen at a certain time of the day? Like how can we set something up? So fingers crossed that works. And then also I had this idea that like what if I did like a table read. I think it's a little harder because like I'm not a director. There's just things I'm not gonna shoot because I don't mentally do that. And I don't have a director attached. So to get a director interested, I think I would do like a round table. I would just get some people together and we would do a table read of the first scene in the location of like the first scene. I think that'd be really cool. Because my first scene is kind of a banger. I'm not gonna hold you. It's very funny, and I don't know, I laugh, or at least like the first like 10 to 15 pages, just so it feels like we've shot a short film. And I thought, would anyone want to watch? Let me know if you guys want to watch that. I mean, I've seen other shows like do like a table read of their first episode, like 3 years, 5 years into the show. They'll do a table read thinking they're cute, and I'm just like, why don't I do that? Why don't I try that earlier on? Get people invested, because I don't know how to show you guys what's like in my brain, but I'm also not gonna just like throw the whole script online. I'm not doing that. I don't know how people do that. I can't know that much work went into something for people to just be like, here for free. I'm so tired. The delusion. That noise? Does anyone else? I forgot what I was saying. Does anyone else like shrill at the noise from Teams? I want to hear any other sound in the world. Anything. Okay, bye. Seriously, bye. Nice to see you, but goodbye.